The FBI paid Twitter $3.5 million to do its bidding. Taxpayers' money was used for processing requests from the Bureau amid Hunter Biden's censorship scandal as anger grows over secret state censorship of the American people. So let's get right into this article. The FBI handed nearly 3.5 million of taxpayers' money to Twitter to pay its staff to handle requests from the Bureau as it sought to ban accounts. By the way, I feel like I'm saying that so wrong, but whatever. A Twitter employee wrote in a February 2020 email that the company's safety, content, and law enforcement scale SCALE had collected $3,415,323 in less than 2 years from the FBI for law enforcement related projects. The email, which was revealed by journalist Michael Schellenberger, stated that Scale had instituted a reimbursement program in exchange for devoting staff hours to processing requests from the FBI. The emails was entitled Run the Business, We Made Money. The accounts the FBI asked Twitter to ban were largely linked to conservatives and foreign influence operations. Twitter initially believed the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. It was revealed Monday that Jim Baker, Twitter's top lawyer and ex FBI general counsel, personally intervened to say it should be banned. Baker told Yo Roth, Twitter's head of security, that the laptop story should be blocked a day after getting a top secret briefing from his former FBI colleagues. He wrote, "There are some facts that indicate that materials may have been hacked. We simply need more information." We went on to write, "I'm guessing we are going to restrict access to their article as violation of our hacked materials policy." An investigation into Twitter's behavior around the 2020 presidential election by the incoming Republican majority in the House has been promised, with Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy telling Fox News this week, "This is going to be a much bigger situation than people realize." Now, the thing is, from the things that I have heard as to what is on Hunter Biden's laptop, there could be some very heinous things on there. Which, if that is the case, and it does get exposed, and the FBI has been basically trying to prevent that information from being exposed to the general public, it's going to get pretty crazy. It's going to get really insane. So, current Twitter CEO Elon Musk said of the emails, government paid Twitter millions of dollars to censor info from the public. And in a previous dump, journalist Matt Taibbi tweeted, Twitter's contact with the FBI was constant and pervasive as if it were a subsidiary. In response to the latest developments, House Minority Leader Rep. Kevin McCarthy said in an appearance on Mornings with Maria on Fox News, "We're going to do more than just subpoena them. We're going to change the course of where the FBI is today." He went on, "Every day we learn something more." Crazy. So the congressman from California continued, "Why are they, the FBI, able to do this? Working together, using private businesses to go after individuals right before an election, denying the American public the truth." McCarthy is one of the many Republicans who will be calling for a more thorough investigation of the FBI's relationship with social media when the GOP takes control of the House in 2023. McCarthy added, "This is going to be a much bigger situation than people realize." So, run the business, we made money to Jim Baker, CC, Sean Edgett. Jim, FYI, in 2019, Scale instituted a reimbursement program for our legal process response from the FBI. Prior to the start of the program, Twitter chose not to collect under this statutory right of reimbursement for the time spent processing requests from the FBI. I am happy to report we have collected $3,415,323 since October 2019! Exclamation point. This money is used by LP for things like the TTR and other LE related projects, LE training, tooling, etc. Schellenberger's dump on Monday showed how the FBI pushed Twitter staffers to receive top level security clearance in July 2020. Following the release, Schellenberger retweeted a quote from Ohio GOP Congressman Jim Jordan. I have concerns about whether the government was running a misinformation operation on We the People. The reporter added, anyone who reads the Twitter files, regardless of their political orientation, should share those concerns. The feds went on to pressure Twitter staffers to ban accounts that they were not fond of and to target alleged foreign influence peddlers. They wanted to grant the firm's staffers that access to show that what they claimed were threats posed to the November 2020 presidential election by foreign interference. So Yoel Roth, read for your awareness, New York Post article, actually from FB. Hey, blah 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 blah. Thanks, we're aware of this and are tracking closely. At this time, given the alleged provenance of the materials, a laptop mysteriously dropped off at a repair shop in Delaware, it isn't clearly violative of our hacked materials policy, nor is it clearly in violation of anything else. That said, the questionable origins here are obviously causing a lot of people to make references to 2016, and my personal view on this, unsubstantiated by hard evidence as yet, is that this feels a lot like somewhat subtle leak operation. We'll be developing a recommendation for what, if anything, we want to do over the course of the day today. At one point, FBI agent Elvis Chan acted surprised at being reminded that Twitter's general counsel, Jim Baker, was the FBI's former general counsel and held that very clearance. On September 15, 2020, another FBI agent, Laura Demlow, requested she be allowed to give Baker a top secret briefing with no other staff present. Baker's shameless attempts to discredit the Hunter Biden laptop story, which has since been proven to be accurate, were also shared by Schellenberger. Monday's Twitter files release also showed that so many ex-FBI staffers had joined the social media network, and there is now a private Slack channel set up just for them. This was ostensibly to onboard them at the firm and help show them the ropes, although the latest batch of Twitter files have sparked concerns about what else those former government operatives may have been up to. The most recent Twitter files also revealed how an FBI official turned Twitter lawyer sent a letter thanking the Bureau for its help suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop story. Baker, who before serving as Deputy General Counsel for Twitter, held a similar role for the FBI, worked closely with the Bureau when it teamed up with social media company to fight what it called election interference from foreign nations. Baker and the FBI worked together to try to push the narrative that the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop had been hacked from another source by Russian agents and placed on the laptop that was later found at a Delaware repair shop, and that the laptop never belonged to Biden at all. As a result of those efforts, Twitter blocked the New York Post reporting the story on the social media website, and at the end of the process, the latest Twitter files revealed that Baker and his team agreed to sign a letter to the FBI agents who worked on the project, thanking them for their efforts. The revelations are the latest to come out of the Twitter files, which Elon Musk has been releasing to demonstrate the social media company's past censorship initiatives. Whew. Yeah. And it's just basically like kind of like repeating it again. But let's see. Best rated comments on this. Will anyone be accountable for these crimes? That is a very good question. Using taxpayer money to bury a story about a family member is a crime. Blah 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 blah. It's time to remove the top third layer or disband the FBI now. It's clear they spy on Americans who they think belong to the wrong political party, or at least change their initials to the DNC. Abuse of taxpayer dollars. Yeah, see, I really don't like that taxpayer dollars are being held by government agencies to do whatever they basically want. Interesting. Feel free to give your thoughts on this. If you want to learn how to get out of debt, go down below.